Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Pushtivardhanam. Pushtivardhanam means the one who nourishes our growth. What does it mean to grow? There was a young woman and she was in her early 20s and she loved her life. She was in New York City and she did everything that she possibly wanted to do. She had so many wants, so many dreams and aspirations to be part of this huge company, to rise in her position, to make lots of money, to have wonderful friends, to travel the world, to go everywhere and anywhere. And she was full of energy and she wanted to explore the city. So she went to so many places and so many outings, and every single thing you would see that she was there. And so she passed her life a few years like this, where she was on such a busy streak. And it was almost like one after the other, after the other, after the other. And while doing one task, she was already thinking of the next task. And while doing the next task, she was already 2-3 tasks ahead. And so her mind was racing so fast. It raced faster than her body. And it was just gigantic. She just wanted to do everything. And she did it. And so many people admired her and looked at her life and thought, wow, what an achiever. So many things happened. But inside, she felt like she was always in a rush, always in a hurry to get somewhere, always in a hurry to do something. And she barely had time to pause, to think, and to reflect. She was always moving from one point to the other point. And it just so happened that one day, she just collapsed. She just fell sick and she collapsed. And she was rushed into the hospital. And she was very young, and they said that she had a heart attack. She actually had a mild heart attack. And so doctors swung in, nurses swung in, and they said, you know, you're just in your 20s, late 20s, that was. How did all this happen? And, you know, she started crying. She started crying. And they said, what's going on? And she said, I don't know. I got lost. I got lost in this madness, in this race, in so many things happening. I just got lost. And she had her friends come in and her visitors come in, and they said, you know what? You won't be able to move now for the next 2 weeks. You won't be able to go anywhere. And she looked at them and she said, you know what? For the first time in my life, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I'm happy to just breathe. For the first time in my life, I'm actually feeling the moment. I'm actually feeling present. I don't want to rush to the next big gig or travel to the next country or be in some other social engagement. I actually just want to be by myself now. And she paused and she reflected and she said, I spent way too many years rushing. Now I want to just hush. I just want to be. And in that, she found her healing. In that, she found her growth. When we think of growth, many times we think of top 10 people who are the most successful. Who's top 1? Who's the one who's speeding up and making so much money? Who's the one who's becoming the most famous? Who's the one who's doing the most work and getting the most things out there? who's the one who's really becoming so expressive? When we think of growth, sometimes we think of speed. Sometimes we think of the one who's doing so many things. We think of speed, we think of quantity, we think of most expressive. But actually, in our Shastra, the real sign of growth is steadiness. Who is someone who's growing? Someone who's growing is someone who's steady. Sthita prajna. Their knowledge is steady. So it's not that they have to do so many things or that they need to do so many things. It's one who is steady no matter where they are, no matter what they're doing, no matter who they're with. That is called growth. It's my ability to be steady. And it's also my ability to slow down. Because actually, we will find that in speed, we may gain quantity, but in steadiness, we gain quality. In steadiness, in pacing ourselves, in pausing, is where we gain quality. And life is not the quantity of breaths that we take, but it's the quality of breaths that we took. It's those moments, they say, which took our breath away, isn't it? So when we come to this understanding that life is really quality, it's really steadiness, and in that steadiness is growth, then that means we are growing. We don't have to speed up. We don't have to do so many things. We don't have to go everywhere. We can just be right here, growing tremendously. And that is Pushtivardhanam, one who nourishes our growth. So those of you who feel like you can't act and you can't go out and you can't do so many things, stay where you are, right where you are, and you can grow tremendously. So today when we think about this mantra, think about the true meaning of growth. We'll now start with 3 Oms. Slowly relax your body. Relax your feet, ankles. Relax your legs, your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips. Stomach. Chest. Lower back. Upper back. Relax your shoulders, arms, hands, and fingertips. Relax your neck, your face, your forehead, and the tip of your forehead. And just relax all the way from the tip of your forehead to your feet. Relax, relax, relax. Take a deep inhale and inhale steadiness and growth. And exhale rushing and hurrying. Inhale steadiness and growth. Exhale rushing and hurrying. Inhale steadiness and growth. Exhale rushing, hurrying.